Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now we have got a proper classic machine for this video. This is the old BFM AWP double chance running here on its original £4.80 token jackpot ROM. So it's £2.40 cash, £4.80 tokens. This is just a straight review video. If there were any tricks or emptiers or methods on this, I didn't know what they were, so I'm just going to be playing the machine normally, talking about the machine and why I think this is one of the best AWPs ever made, because this one is going in the Hall of Fame along with Indiana Jones and Screenplay, because this is a 10 out of 10 machine. I've got some really good long-term stats here because this has had a good chunk of cash through it. If you have a look up here, it's had just over £1,000 through it. It's paid out just over 800 quid, and it's set to 80%, so it's at 79.92%. It's got a drift of 76%, 76 pence in its favour. So basically, it's had a grand through it, and it is bang on percentage. So we should be getting a nice, even, fair game. It's not like I've fattened the machine up. I will also say there's been no autoplay on this. That £1,000 that it's had through it has been entirely natural play over the years, because I fire this layout up on quite a regular basis. And it was originally released by Ploggy back in 2006, this layout. This layout is 12 years old. It's an old Ploggy 1600 DX. It was one of the first 1600 DXs. In fact, as you can see, let's just have a look at the top. So yeah, 1600 DX by Ploggy, back from March 2006, so 12 years old, and this layout still looks great. So thanks to Ploggy for this DX. It's still doing sterling service some 12 years later. Created a bit of a fuss at the time because people were like, 1600? It was designed for like a 1600 by 1200 monitor. My monitor isn't that big, it won't fit on my screen. And I think people such as myself, rather unsympathetic, who say, well, you know what, if you like Fruit Machine emulation that much, you'll buy a monitor that's big enough to do it justice, because that was my sympathetic response. So let's go full screen max. I will go back to my session stats at the end of the video, so we'll see where we're up to, but we'll get the machine as big as we can for this. So all I'm going to do here is let's play up to the bank limit, which is 20 quid, and see where we're at. Quick talk around the features here. Stop and step, not very good. It's a dapple around all the reels, and it loves to give you two of a kind. Step to nearest win. It's just almost always two of a kind. Yes, I guess theoretically it could be the jackpot or something big, but I don't think I've ever seen it happen. Skill cash. Now, this is the star of the show here. Skill cash, it's fair, it doesn't cheat, and it's hittable. Back in the day, I was pretty nifty at this, if I do say so myself, and I could take that out to winning streak quite regularly. Obviously, I'm setting myself up for a fall there, because doubtless I'm going to stuff it up in all kinds of amusing ways in the emulator here, but I'll have a go, because back in the day you would just always collect skill cash. Real match is, I think it goes too fast to actually hit it, but what it does do, and we found this out for ourselves back in the day, whatever symbol's on the reel, when you collect it, it will go back to. So for example, if you've got a melon on that reel, when you collect real match, if you let it time out, it'll go back to a melon. So that's 2 quid. It doesn't work for the jackpot. If you let the jackpot time out, I think it goes to a £1 symbol. I've got it in my head, it doesn't work for winning streak either, but that it does work for the gold BFM bar. Stop a win variable. It lines all the reels up and then spins them round at a hittable speed, and you've got to hit it on the best win. It can be jackpot, it can be winning streak, but sometimes the best one there is like £1.20 or something like that. So you'd collect it if you're on a bad number, but it's not the best feature. High-low cash is what it sounds like. You high-low up. Every high-low gamble takes you up the cash trail here. and when you lose, you get what you're on. It doesn't add up as you go. It's not cumulative, and it loves to bin you off on like £1 or £1.20. All of these features can repeat. High-low cash quite likes to repeat, but it's again, you collect it if you're on a bad number, but it's not my favourite. Beyond that, these exchange points here along the left and right, if you get to the exchange point, you can exchange into the cash pot here. If the cash pot is full and you exchange, it will award you winning streak. Nudge pot, exactly what it sounds like. And right at the top here we have winning streak, which is effectively £2.40 plus repeat chance. But it does it as like an early mega streak, if you will. It will spin in 2 or 3 wins that always add up to £2.40, and then if it credit breaks, you'll get another £2.40. It always goes in multiple of £2.40, even though it does it generally speaking. Sometimes it'll just put the gold bars in, but it will usually do it as 3 or 4 wins to get to the £2.40. But if it credit breaks, it'll always do £2.40, and if it credit breaks, it'll always be another £2.40, except when it lobs the jackpot in, because it can do a jackpot as part of that winning streak. Not very often, but it does happen, and it's actually one of the few ways that you're probably going to get a jackpot on this machine when you get it as part of the winning streak. So, yabbered on a bit there, let's get going, let's see where we're up to. Remember, this machine is pretty much bang on percentage, so I'm hoping that we'll get a reasonable game out of it without it being too over the top, and I'm going to get an early chance here to embarrass myself. You would never collect stop and step because it goes dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. You can't like eliminate the reels or anything like that, and it just almost always gives you 2 of a kind because it'll hit something and then it steps down to whatever that win is. So I am getting an early chance here to embarrass myself on why did I just click? Oh, you know what? I'm taking my eye off the ball there. Silly Degsy, sorry. Of course, I won with a red number there. It doesn't matter. Now then, if you hold the bonus, it will always give you the same bonus again. So I'm going to get numbers in view again off that. And then that can now give me... Oh, let's have a look. Oh, it didn't actually go that... Sometimes it can go quite high, that, but it doesn't always go to the same one every single time. There we are. Now we've got skill cash. So let's collect it, and let's see how I do. It's not as easy in the emulator as it is on the real machine, but let's see if I've still got any skills left on this. Oh my god, that was... You know what? I actually missed that by a mile. I did actually miss that by a mile. That was very embarrassing. We'll do better. I have had it out. I have had it out £2.40 in the emulator, but I'm not going to do it playing like that. That's for damn sure. We'll do better than that next time, I'm sure. I might actually have to shut up. I think I'm just going to have to shut up and concentrate on hitting the skill cache. Ooh. Well, we're on a bad number, so let's collect it and see. Let's see what it's off. Ooh, what have we got there? No, that's not. Is it bells there? I think that's bells, isn't it? The melons weren't there, were they? Oh no, the melons are there. What are the melons after? It is... God, I don't really know the reels on this. Orange with a bonus. Ooh, and a little bit after that. There we are. Sorry, it took me a while there. But we got there in the end, and we got the £2. Can repeat, so it's not a dreadful feature. I mean, you collect it rather than going for the top, but it's not the best. It's variable. It can be worse than that. So let's carry on, and let's see if we can get out to skill cache again and actually not make such a hash of it. Now here, what I need to do, see there, you get spin exchange points. So what I want to do here is gamble up to there and exchange for the spins. If you lose a gamble, it just auto collects what you're on, so that was a little bit of a shame. Let's have a look. Okay, and just play around now. So why is this machine so good? It's so good because it's a little bit like the you know, the 20p £6 machines. This is 20p 480. That means that your big money and your jackpot is always easily attainable. There's a limit to how dead the machine can go. It's you know, if you change from the round, this is the archetypal change from the round, where if you just walk up to it with a few pounds, you're gonna have a decent go. You're gonna get on the feature. You're gonna get a chance. Now it might actually be. No, can you see there? Because even though melons is 1, 2, 3, because it does step both ways, it's just going to give me cherries because they're even closer. So it's just kind of, it's just always 2 of a kind step to nearest win. As is stop and step. Those two for me, really, just say 40p, two of a kind. And yes, sometimes they can repeat and give you another two of a kind. I guess they can. Certainly stop and step could theoretically be better than that, but you never collect it often enough to find out. So now then, again, it doesn't matter how. I mean, even if winning streak was like there, it's just going to be plums. So we're going to have to gamble again. Are you really going to lose again? That's a little bit harsh, isn't it? And what we need to do here is get to... I mean, when I used to play this for real, and you're going back to 1991 here when this was in the pubs, I would always just aim for skill cash because I could hit it. I know that's hard to believe looking at how I just hashed up my first attempt. Oh, it's gone that way. Now then, this is... For real match here, I absolutely guarantee you that if I collect that... Shall we do it? Let's collect it and let it time out, because it doesn't work for jackpot. I've got it in my head that it goes to a £1 symbol, but let's have a look. I think it times out to £1. Well, certainly not the jackpot anyway. There we are, yeah, £1. So what's a pound after? Oh, shit, you know what? I didn't even see that then. Pair with a 2. There we are, we've hit that, okay. Again, that can repeat, so... I mean, again, you would if you're on a dreadful number, you would collect it. I mean, I don't think there's particularly any point forcing these things. So, and not that I ever did that. I would always sort of collect, and I would particularly try and collect. Oh my god, I would particularly try and collect skill cash. Although I'm not particularly relishing it because the potential to massively. Oh, look at that! So we can actually try and that'll. I mean, I would just gamble all out for winning streak there. Which side are we going to go up? Are we going to go up that side again? Okay. So are we going to win to stop... Oh, see, now the problem here is that the gamble is... If I guess... Just to show, see what it's going to do... Oh, it's actually gone up to winning streak. Okay. Well, that was a bit of a dodgy gamble. So we are now going to get to £7.20, aren't we? So it's definitely going to go to £7.20. And it's gone down the several wins route for that. So that is going to go to £7.20, guaranteed. So now it's going to give me an 80p win, and if it credit breaks, I'm going to get another £2.20, which it has. There we are. So now I'm going to go to 960, and there we are. So it's just on the straight £2.40 on that one. It can credit break again. This can carry on a bit, and it has. There we are. What's it going to do this time? Oh, so this is going to be £12 it's going to go to now, isn't it? £12 this is going to go to. So we're going to get 60p win next, and we're going to have to put some money in. Well, 60p, and it's gone on again. This is this is a pretty big top. This, and there it is. It's done the jackpot. Way. So this is a very nice winning streak. We're quite happy about this. What did I have in the? Oh, so that it's finished. What did I have in the bank there? That was fairly big, I think. I think I had 4. Was that £12? £12, I think that was, because I think I had 480 when that started, didn't I? So that's great. So that's fine in that we have now seen a decent winning streak. And we saw it do that thing where it can throw the jackpot in. So that's pretty good. Oh my god. Let's have a look. See what comes up next. I do want to have a little bit of success at a skill cache. Just to kind of prove that I can hit it. And back in the day, I was good at hitting it. I genuinely remember, and this is no word of a lie, and in the Royal Oak in Radcliffe back in the day, I actually had, I'm not bullshit, I had a crowd around me at the fruit machine, and they're like, watch this guy hit the skill cache, and my friends were going like, how can you even see that? We can't even see it. And we'd be kind of, well, that's an awful number. Let's gamble, let's see if we can get over onto the other side. There might be a chance of getting skill cache here. Yeah, my friend's like, how can you even see that? We can't even see it. There we are. Well, okay. Now, I can't talk and do this at the same time. So what I'm going to do, it's not make for a great video, but I'm now going to shut up. Oh my god, you know what? I did actually miss that then. Gotta be honest, and that wasn't even going that fast. That was nowhere near top speed, and it wasn't going that fast, and I still missed it. So not exactly, not quite, painting myself out to be a liar here with tales of my awesome ability and skill cache. Well, oh god, let's have another go at it. So let's see what I can do here, because that was... There was no way I should have been missing that. Oh god, it's speeding up now as well. Oh, I did miss that then! I did miss that! But ever so slightly... ever so slightly late. So, that was better. At least I was hitting some of them. And I mean, this really... I mean, that is the centrepiece of this machine. I mean, think about how rare that is. And think about when, in fact, when the last time... You know, the centrepiece of a machine was a true skill feature that doesn't cheat you, that is easily obtainable, that you can genuinely take out to the top cash prize. I mean, some people might point to the Electra coins with the wild things, with the wild stop on the middle reel, but as you know, it could block that. It could fully block that for like £40 or more to unlock it. So, yes, it was a true skill feature, but it was not easily attainable. Yes, if you were good enough, you could get a jackpot off it. I'm not denying that, but nonetheless, it had that thing where it wasn't just like you could always climb out to it. The machine would just block it. It would just not let you get to it if it didn't want you to. That's the thing here. This feature really is always obtainable. Let's have another go at it. Oh, oh god, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad. It's the kind of thing that if I was going to edit this video together, you know what, I might take that one out. I'll leave it in. It's, you know what, I've got to be honest, I'm actually feeling a little bit nervous now when I'm collecting it, because I'm video. I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to miss it, I'm going to hit it for the video. So, oh dear, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. We'll have another go at it. Let's see if I can take it out. Well, there we are. Come on, Degsy. Let's show them what you're made of. So that's like your Boggo basic speed there. In a way, it's actually harder to hit when it's going so slow. So it should speed up now. There we are. You know what? I missed that as well. I absolutely missed that as well. I'm clearly just too feckin' old for this now. I have got to confess, I did miss that. I used to love this machine. This was one of my favourite machines, and the reason was that it had... Well, there was two things. First of all, it didn't seem... I can only assume that there was nothing on this, that it wasn't doable, because it always seemed to give you a fair... Now, let's just check. I think it does come back to the gold BFM, so let's have a look, because that would be 240. It always seemed to give you a fair game, so I can only surmise that it wasn't doable, per se, and I just love the fact that you've got this true skill feature in there. Oh no, so I think the limit must be £2. I couldn't quite remember for sure, so the limit must be... Oh! The limit must be £2, so it's melons is the highest one, because I know it doesn't come back for winning streak. So it's good for wins of up to £2 real match. But I mean, they're all, apart from those two, which are just awful as far as I'm aware. Skill cash you would always collect. Real match you'll collect if there's a half decent symbol on there. And stop a win and high-low cash you'll always collect if you're on a bad number. And then of course you've got that great £2.40 repeater, and because it's a small cash jackpot, you will see it, it's always available, it's always attainable. And as the jackpots have got bigger on AWPs, they've just started to feel more and more fanciful, whereby you either know a trick to get to them, or you're just going to have to, you've got to be prepared to put a huge amount of money into them to get them. Whereas on these old AWPs, £4.80, £6, £8, £10, you always felt the jackpot and the top cash prize was attainable. They were entertaining and they were challenging as well, because this has got a true skill feature. It never jumps, it never cheats you. It does speed up quite a lot, and it's not doing it here because I'm making such a dreadful mess of it. Shall we just... I'll just show you what that does, by the way. See, it just does shit like that all the time. Oh, I think the lights are the wrong way round on that. I think it's not rendering correctly in version 5 of the emulator. So, there we are. So, yeah, it does speed up quite a lot, Skill Cash. You're not seeing it here because I just keep fucking it up, frankly. But if you consistently take it out to like £2, £2.40 your winning streak, you'll find that it'll be getting very fast right from the start. And we haven't seen it on the top speed yet either. Because I'm not doing very well at it. We haven't actually seen it go up to the highest speed level that it's got. It can get pretty ferocious. Oh! It can get pretty ferocious, but it's always fair, it's always hittable. Now then, we'll collect that and you'll see what I mean about it. Sometimes it can be good, but a lot of the time, you're looking at £1 or £1.20, it's quite annoying. It was not. I think, 80p. I would say that as a feature, I actually preferred Stop a Win. Stop a Win, on the whole, seemed to be better than high-low cash, but ideally, no repeater. For such a high-up feature, it's not great. Stop a Win seemed to be a little bit more consistent at giving you something decent. So, I mean, that is kind of the whole machine. But I mean, you can look there from the long-term stats that it's had a grand through it. That's no mean feat when it's a 20p a go. Let's have a look. What's me best there? I think it's the plums, isn't it? What's that after? It's after the winning streaks. Oh shit! Sorry, I jumped the gun there terribly. I preempted that far too much. But that was, what was it? Plums. What's that? £1. And that is the problem with both of those features up at the top there. They can both kind of stiff you with a relatively small value. So yeah, that is kind of the whole machine. But I will fire it up in the emulator with some degree of regularity. It's a machine that I can always play. What I'll generally do is kind of put 30 quid through it and see where I'm up to, see if I'm up or down, and then just do the same thing next time. Okay. Oh! Well, I kind of thought I hit that then, but obviously not. I haven't taken it out once. I'm not doing very well at the skill cache. So, a little bit embarrassing there, because I was hoping to... Right, go on, we'll have one more go at it. But I'm not really, not quite hitting the mark here, am I? So it's taking pity on me here. It's really going quite slow. Right. You know what? I missed that again. I definitely missed that again. Oh, it's a pity repeat. It's taken. It's kind of low. Dear, there's a blind man playing. We'll give him another go. Oh my god, and I missed it again. I just can't hit this, can I? Not doing very well on the skill cache. Doesn't look like I'm even going to take it out the once. If this is not a machine that you're aware of in the emulator, if you've not played it, if it's not in your collection, I would definitely recommend downloading and playing this one, because I think this is a fantastic old AWP. The likes of which, and I said the same about Indiana Jones and Screenplay, if machines like this were in pubs now, maybe with the jackpot upgraded to be a little bit more... Oh, hang on. Or maybe with the jackpot upgrade to be a little bit more reflective of, what would reasonably constitute an amusement with prize jackpot these days. I think like 15 quid. Maybe 15 quid, something like that would be reasonable. Come on. Oh god, missed that again. Yeah, if machines like this, with the fun and the variety of screenplay, the involved feature trail of Indiana Jones with all those different features, all of which can pay a jackpot, or something like this with a genuine true skill element. If machines like this, of this kind of ilk, could be found in pubs now, not utter dross like Swing My Axe. If you've seen the previous video, Degsy versus the Randoms, there's a whole session on Swing My Axe. I mean, God, what a dreary machine that is. I mean, the only reason that gets any money off me is because I can make money out of it. I can make a profit out of it with some reasonable degree of consistency. I would play these for fun. And if I didn't win, I would kind of think, well, you know what? I'm paying, as much as anything, I'm paying for the entertainment. So am I going to have one more fail at this? Okay. You know, God, I'm going late. For some reason, I'm just hitting those a little bit on the late side. And I don't know why, and this is very, very poor. I knew this was going to happen. I knew I was setting myself up for a fall. I said, oh yeah, I'm really good at the skill cache. Although I did use the past tense. I did say, you know what, I used to be really... How many years ago is that? 27 years ago? 27 years ago I was good at this skill cache. Oh dear. So let's just see if we can get in there again. Oh God, it's mocking me. Oh, it might go past. Oh, it hasn't. It's forced me to collect skill cache again. Oh dear. Oh, it's so bad. Okay. That was even worse. That was even worse. I'm a million miles off there. If I wasn't such an honest broker, I'd do this whole video again, just so that there weren't so many instances of me failing so desperately hard at skill caching there. But it's the weirdest thing is I kind of feel like the cameras are watching me. I'm getting genuinely nervous now when I'm collecting it. It's the most ridiculous thing. Right, God. One. Oh, look how slow it's going. When it's going that slow, you know that there's an amateur at the helm. Oh, thank God for that. I'll settle for that. I've hit it once. Goodness me. And honest governor, that used to happen all the time. I'm done. I've hit it once. That's fine. Oh dear. And what you'll find now is, I suspect now the next time... Oh, there, it's gone on. It's gone on as well. So there we are. So that's 480. I mean, how great is that you can get, like... You know, the top repeating prize. It's 2 features up. It kind of never blocks it. It's always available. And look, we're going on there. This is 2 repeats now. We're going on to 720. Oh, it's going on for 960. Off an easily available skill cache feature. It's the likes of which this just... It doesn't exist. And it can't exist on fruit machines with stupid jackpots of... Oh, is that? That's a big one. That is a big top. 12 quid. And it's actually taken all my credits off me there. Oh, you know, this can't happen on machines with stupid jackpots like 100 quid or 70 quid. Even 35, 25. When was the last time? I think it was probably in. You know, these £4.86, £8 days when there are easily obtainable, genuine skill features that you could climb out if you could hit them to the top prize. And I think that alone makes this machine worth playing. That you're always kind of aiming for skill cache, but there's other stuff around it that you can collect and that can pay decently while you're kind of waiting for it. So I'm you know what, I'm kind of happy there that I've managed to hit it once. And what we'll just have to pretend is that you know, all those other ones didn't exist. There we are. So there we are. I think it's in a little bit of a bad mood now. So let's have a look to... There we are. Let's have a look at our session stats. So remember, this machine was bang on percentage when I started. It didn't kind of owe me anything. And that was 30 quid in for £44.20 out. So I have made, there you are, a £14.20 profit. And I've been entertained. I've enjoyed myself. I've been challenged and not done very well at the skill cache. You know, it's this is just a million miles. Oh, that's not really centered there. It's just a million miles removed from the horse shit that has passed for AWPs for so many years now. And I know many players will say, well, the Barcrest £70 era was fantastic. That was the golden era of machines. And that was not for like normal people who were playing the machines in a normal fashion. That was only because Barcrest absolutely fucked everything up, and the vast majority of their fruit machine estate, if you knew the tricks and the methods, was doable for the £70 era. I mean, how much fun do you think the flickers were for casual players? How much fun do you think Alien was for the casual players? How much fun do you think any of those machines, like Can You Dig It and Empire Strikes Back, they were dreadful fruit machines. In and of themselves, they were awful fruit machines. And that was before you even take into account the fact that they were always absolutely on their arses because they were getting done by players. Even if you just play them normally, they're awful. They've got blocks all over the place. None of the features pay anything decent. The jackpot never repeats if you even get it, and so on. This, for me here, machines like this, like Screenplay, like Indiana Jones, to a lesser extent machines like Cup Final, these were real fruit machines. These were real amusement with prizes where you could have fun, you could be challenged by genuine skill features, and you had the chance to win a few quid as well. But at the same time, there was kind of a limit to how much you could lose as well. So Double Chance is going into the Hall of Fame. It joins Indiana Jones and Screenplay, a very well deserved slot in the Hall of Fame. It's a 10 out of 10 machine. If it's not in your fruit machine emulation collection, it most certainly should be. The DX by Ploggy still holds up today, even though it's 12 years old. I can play this and play this and play this. I absolutely love it. It's a classic fruit machine. BFM did an amazing job with this one. So hope you've enjoyed that video, the third machine into the Hall of Fame. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.